YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video. Today I want to talk about what Funko Pops you should be looking for to buy in 2024 that may have some value in the future. But before we get into that, please smash that like button, hit subscribe button down below if you're new to this channel, and definitely comment down below your thoughts on this topic as well. So if you're new to this channel, what I like to do sometimes is talk about individual Funko Pops I think will go up in value in the future. Today we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to kind of talk about Funko Pops in general, if they still are a good investment to make as far as, you know, them being a certain price a day and being worth more in the future. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to get back into Speculation Saturdays. Before we talk about Funko Pops I think are going to go up in the future, there's a couple different topics I think we should talk about as Funkos being an investment or as far as a collectible that's going to increase in price. There's a reason why I stopped making these videos. There were a lot of comments. I was getting a lot of feedback I was getting from some videos I did in the past, and it kind of made me halt doing this segment, and I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on that and my thoughts about Funko Pops as an investment moving forward. So when it comes down to Funko Pops being an investment, I've always did certain things and certain criteria that the thing had to meet in order for me to suggest it to you guys as possibly a good investment, that, you know, a pop to buy now that may be worth more in the future. A lot of those pops and the criteria that they fit, some things change with those. What I mean by that is some of those pops are starting to be faked. I made a video maybe about a year ago talking about the increase in fake Funko Pops, and a lot of people didn't seem to have an issue with fake Funko Pops. Since that time happened, there have been a lot more fakes hitting the market. It's getting increasingly hard to tell if a Funko Pop is fake or not. Now, I know a lot of people will comment and say that they don't care if they have a fake, it's the character they're collecting, they'd rather have the simpler version of it and the cheaper version of it. I get that. I mean, alright, I can at least understand why that thought may be there. But there is a problem that exists with that it then comes to a pop being collectible. I don't know if any of you guys have checked, I know a lot of people have, you know, checked the Funko app price, but I don't know if people have ever tried to actually even sell Funko Pops on eBay that are a little bit more pricey, about $50 and above. Most of those pops, or a lot of those pops, have fakes out there, and a lot of the pops that were expensive have now coming down in price from fakes, and also Funko producing more of that character. I think those two issues together have made Funko Pop investing, if you want to call it that, harder. There are pops that I know a lot of us have seen. For example, this week we got some of the new Wizard of Oz pops. Now, those Wizard of Oz pops are cool. There has been a long time in between the first time they came out and the time they're coming out now, so the people that could not originally get those grails now have an option, and that's all well and good. I think that that was something that was good for Funko to do, and I have no issue with them dropping those pops. Although that lion is a little bit of an issue, but I have no problem with releasing those pops. They shouldn't just have one maybe so that everybody can get them. The problem is, and what I've seen, the reason why I haven't suggested pops to you guys in a while, is it doesn't seem the community at large is actually interested as much with the older pops. It seems like this community is more interested in the cheaper versions, which is cool and fine. There's always going to be collectors, but there's also a majority community seems to want the cheaper option. That makes it a little bit difficult when it comes down to suggesting Funko Pops for future investment, or pops that I think are going to go up in value, because those pops may also go down in value depending on what Funko's plans are. Now, some of those pops still do stay at the price they are until they start getting faked. So again, like I said, it's a two-horned monster. You know, Funko is likely to make another version of the pop in the future, but also there's a chance that they're going to make fake Funko Pops of that as well that are going to decrease the value of that said Funko Pop. So where we go from there, it's a little bit harder to suggest Funko Pops for you guys that I think will go up in value, but there is still some things out there. I'll talk about them in future videos, but just for example, the things I mentioned in the past video with the Funko NFT pops, I think those pops are limited. I think they are pretty cool, and I think there's the characters they're making, there is a pretty good market for them. Now obviously those can be faked as well, but I think there's a little bit some things Funko can do to make sure that those pops are much harder to be faked. So a lot of you guys talked about serial numbered Funko Pops. A lot of you guys, or I've seen Chalice Collectibles even do it. The stickers they have on there are a little bit harder to fake. There are things Funko can do to make their Funko Pops harder to fake. It's a cheap product. It's probably going to increase the price of the product, and that comes down to the community at large. Would they rather have something that they are able to verify as authentic, or are they just looking to have, you know, a Disney pop in their collection? That's something the community has to grapple with. what I've seen from the comment section is the majority of the community actually may be on the side of, as long as they can get for something for cheap, they're okay. They don't care if it's fake or not. So that's something that people who have a lot of Funko Pops, such as myself, or those that are tuning into this segment, are going to have to grapple with. Are Funko Pops going to continue to go up in price, or are they just going to continue to be popular? Now, obviously, there's going to be people in this comment section below that are going to say that Funko Pops are going down, the whole company's going down, sell them immediately. I get those comments all the time. They're, you know, going to Beanie Babies, they're crashing. I don't believe that at all. I believe that people are bored with Funko. I believe that people are still into Funko. They just want them to make cool things. Like that Space Jam line that came out reinvigorated me to want to collect Funko Pops. I definitely would try to get that entire line. So once cool things come out, people are interested. You know, you're not interested in something that you comment every single time that it's dying. You're still watching the videos, still absorbing the content. You just want something new and interesting. So I do think Funko still have a future. I think now is a great time to buy Funko Pops. People are very down on Funko Pops right now. You're going to probably get a lot of great deals. So I think we're actually in the point in time where people can actually buy what they like, and also that be an investment for the future, because if Funko is here to stay, their prices are never going to be as cheap as they are now. So I think it's actually a great time to be a collector. Again, when I make the word Funko Pop investment, it's not something you're going to buy it for $1 and it's going to be $1 million one day. It's going to be something that's 20 bucks that's now going to be 50 bucks later on, you know, something that was, you know, affordable, you know, close to retail, and now it's a little bit more than retail. So I don't want people to think I'm just construing the word investment with Funko Pops, but I think people need to start thinking about Pops that they have missed in the past, you know, in the last 2-3 years, and maybe circle back to them, because those are Pops that people will be probably checking for later, as long as it's not a character Funko is most likely going to do a reprint for. I think Funko definitely needs to think about doing some things to kind of protect these as collectibles and not just toys, so that people know they have a verified, authentic Funko Pop. Because even if there's something that you're not too concerned about, at least people that are concerned have a way to do so. So I think definitely look into the Pops that have come out in the last few years. I will do individual videos moving forward, but I definitely want to make sure I made this video before going into that. I just want you guys to know where I'm coming from as far as these suggestions, so you don't think that I just think everything's going to the moon and it's going to be a great investment. There are some concerns that you have to think about as far as Funko remaking the character and faking them, because the market and the community at large has differing opinions on that. So that's all I really want to talk about today. You know, like I said before, if you guys are interested in individual Pops, drop down in the comment section below. I'll make a video. Maybe I'll make even a NFT Funko Pop video of Pops I think are going to go from those lines, because I think there's a lot of potential there and a lot of the potential in other different categories as well. So thanks again for watching, guys. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, see you later.